For some reason, EA is giving away another stuff pack completely for free. You can buy Romantic Garden stuff for $0 right now. I am not joking. On the EA app, on Steam, even on console, you can add this to your cart and buy it for $0 and just have it forever for free. They're also giving away My First Pet stuff for free right now, but unfortunately it's only on PC and Mac, not on console. This one, Romantic Garden stuff, is for everybody. There's not a catch. They are just giving the pack out for free, but you do have to claim it before January 9th because the deal expires then. So I guess on that day it's gonna go back to costing money. So make sure you grab it right now. If you're at your computer, if you're at your console, go and do it now when you're seeing this so you don't forget. I actually feel like Romantic Garden stuff is a weird one to go on sale like this. I wasn't really surprised by My First Pet stuff because that pack was so controversial and kind of a scam just in general. You have to own cats and dogs to be able to access all of the content in My First Pet stuff. It's like a weird DLC for DLC. And I would assume that My First Pet stuff is also probably one of the worst selling stuff packs, so it's not surprising to me that they would give that away for free. But I like Romantic Garden stuff. I think that Romantic Garden stuff has actually a lot of really cool items. I guess generally it's kind of a strange pack. It's got a lot of really beautiful landscaping. That's probably the biggest selling point of this pack, is just all of these beautiful flowers. Well, not that swatch, but take my word for it. There's some pretty plants in this pack. It also has some kind of interesting garden items, like these pretty archways. They've got some benches. This is a cool fountain because your sim can actually like dance in it. You can click on it and choose to play in the fountain and they'll like climb in and jump around in there, which doesn't actually do anything, but it is kind of cute. It's nice for like a big park sort of area. There's a couple cute little items like these things, I guess, that are nice. I really like this item, these monkey bars with the flowers. There's a couple other cute things, but probably most importantly in this pack, there is a wishing well. And this thing has a ton of gameplay in it. So you can wish for happiness, you can wish for simoleons, skills, youthful vigor, or a child. I don't know why it's not showing up, but you can also wish for love on this. And there's a couple different ways that it can go. You might get lucky and it goes really well. You might get really unlucky and it goes really horribly, or it might just be fine. And that can range from things like you wishing for love and then, oh my God, I got really lucky just then. I wished for money and it gave me like $6,000. That is not normal. Usually it goes a lot worse than that and you get like lit on fire by it. You might just get moodlets, like a flirty moodlet. I've had it spawn sims that I'm enemies with, but with a full romance bar. So it's like an enemies with benefits situation. Once I had it spawn me a ghost that I was in love with. So it does all kinds of chaotic things. This is actually really fun and a lot of people I don't think know about it. This is definitely the main selling point of the pack, but I guess generally most people might not see this pack as being that exciting. I guess overall it's kind of easily forgettable in terms of most of the stuff packs, but I really like the wishing well, so I'm kind of excited that you all get access to it for free. And I was thinking that today maybe we could try to build something with this pack and make like kind of a cutesy romantic garden build. Initially I was thinking that we could try to build some sort of cottagey house, but I feel like this pack is better suited to making a park or maybe some sort of wedding venue. There's a lot of really beautiful stuff. Like imagine getting married in front of some of these things. We got these cool statues. I don't know, we can make a cool park with this pack. I do have to get rid of that lady though. I don't need her help for this. Yeah, this is really awkward. Bye. Okay, she is gone and we get to build. I think I'll set it to I don't know, should I make it a wedding venue? Wedding venues don't have any required objects, but a park might be more usable. Like a park that has stuff for a wedding is probably more useful than just a wedding venue, because at least this could be multi-purpose. I don't know what I want it to look like, but let's just wing it because I'm sure we'll figure something out. I really like this stone. I think I may use that. Oh my goodness, this fence is beautiful. We have to use this. That's perfect. It even has this really pretty swatch with like the plants on it. Okay, so initially I'm thinking that we'll lay this out with like maybe a big fountain here in the middle. I want it to be very symmetrical and like very fancy with these gardens. I'll use the big fountain here. I maybe should have raised that up. Now that I think about it, maybe I should try to put like a platform or something on this. This is maybe a big mistake. As soon as you say the word platform out loud, you start having problems, but I think this might be kind of cool. Oh. I made it too small. Bigger? I don't know. I guess it seems kind of unnecessary to me to have that raised up. We could put like rounded tile around it though, which might be better. Plus then we can have like hedges. Are hedges good? I don't know. I don't really really know what I want this to be like. We're sort of experimenting together right now, okay? We're trying out stuff that we don't normally build with this. I feel like we have to use these big, pretty pink trees. Like, this is the perfect opportunity to have these, because when else are you gonna use that? And then I'm envisioning that somehow back here, this will be where the wedding is. So we'll try and build some sort of cute wedding setup in the back. I guess I can just hide this little playground equipment somewhere. We can just like sneak it near the tree so it's less in the way. We need to have a bathroom. I almost forgot about that. I guess that is kind of important, huh? Okay, hold on. Can I build a building? Would it be bad to have a building? Do these count as, oh, this counts as patio chairs. That seems too easy. We can like double up on the patio chair and the bench thing. We do also need to have chess tables, so that kind of complicates things for us a little bit. I almost feel like it needs to be bigger, this like rounded section, but then it takes up so much room. I think in a bad way. It looks like a square. No one wants it to be a square. We do have this really beautiful fence gate. I think we have to use that. And then imagine if we've got like, oh, hello. I think once we've landscaped this and we've put like tons of flowers everywhere, it's gonna make more sense. Right now I'm feeling a little bit wary of my own build, but I swear once we have more stuff going on, it's gonna be better. Of course, this does not even match. Cause why, ooh, yucky. Why would it match? That would just make things too easy. And we only have these two. This is the problem. I wanted to do this build with just the base game on purpose. And that is good for gameplay because then more of you can download and use it, but it's not ideal for like the look of the build. I think that hiding that kind of behind this tree and then having that be where the archway goes to is probably good because you can't really see it from the front, so it's not as annoying. And then you've got easy access to the bathrooms right there. That pink swatch looks horrible. Why does it look like that? Do you think this light blue one is good? I feel like that's not what I'm going for though. Why does it have to have a pink table? I guess I'm kind of picturing that we would put some patio tables like this and then maybe some chess tables in the opposite corners. I don't know how many we should put. I don't know how big it's gonna be, but I'm kind of imagining something like that as the layout. Oh, no. Don't use these. Use the stone picnic table. That's cuter because we can hide that somewhere like amongst the garden. Once we put the flowers in, we can use that. Oh, I need to have this guy too. Uh-oh. Should I put that in that corner? Oh no, I think I might be in a little bit over my head right now. I've got a long list of things that I want to add in and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit them all. Why'd I have to make it a 30 by 20 lot? You'd think it would be enough space for just like a plain little park, and then all of a sudden it's not. Okay, those bushes really help. That looks way better, having those little like topiary things on the inside. Now, do we dare to use this instead of the other archways? Do I put that instead of the gate? I don't really like it in that color. I think it has to be in white. Does it look weird with white? You can also see it clipping. Oh, why do they do that? Why does it have to come through just a little bit too much? I want to use that somewhere, but I don't know how. I'm also picturing myself hiding those little statue things kind of throughout the gardens. This item has wedding arch vibes, but it is unfortunately not a wedding arch. I don't really want to use that one. I don't like it that much. Oh, look at this. Wait, we can use some of these trellis things and I can line these up against the building, at least just to have a little bit of flowering on the side. It's subtle, but it works. Okay, that's enough talk. It's time to start actually gardening. If this is gonna be a romantic garden build, we have to embrace the garden stuff. We can't just sit here and talk about layout all day. When I'm doing stuff like this, I like to really try to layer the landscaping. So kind of what I'm doing right now is figuring out a way to put some low-lying bushes out front, and then I'll go through and grab all these romantic garden stuff flowers and just add those in like everywhere. I don't know what color I want to use. I like this one with that light purple because it matches our big trees. And you guys, I'm not kidding when I say I'm gonna put flowers everywhere. This is gonna be a lot of work trying to layer all these things together. But look at how many pretty swatches they have. Like, look at how good that's gonna look once it's all together and finished. A couple of these things I don't like, if I'm being honest. I don't really want to use these floral bushes too much. I don't think that's my vibes. Maybe for a different build, but not for this one. It doesn't really work in this particular circumstance. Also, I don't love these. I'll try to use them in a few places, but these are not my favorite flowers either. I don't know how to explain it. There's just something about them that I don't really love. I have this coming way off the front of the lot. I'm taking up so much space right now. Okay, so if we just recreate this style of landscaping literally everywhere, that's kind of what I'm going for right now. I don't like this bush either. This bush I think is ugly. I'm sorry, I know that's mean. It's just how I feel. I don't like it. I'll try to use it. I will try to use it, I promise. Okay, so in here, we need to make sure, oh God. We need to make sure we have enough space for like the picnic table. If this is gonna try to pass as a wedding venue, there is not really enough space for picnics here. I guess that fits still, technically. They can walk there, right? I don't know if I like that big bush. Is that too much? I think it has to be too much though. Like that's what we're going for, right? Oh, you know what else we could do? We could steal some space from the side. We could very easily extend this out a little bit. It doesn't have to be symmetrical. We don't need to have 2 tiles on both sides. I wanted 2 tiles in the front because I'd have more space to landscape, but we can have just the 1 tile on the side and that would be okay. And then I guess maybe down the side we can just have bushes lining it, kind of like that. This video is like a landscaping simulator. It's basically all we're gonna be doing. I think that's okay though. You know what you signed up for. Okay, that is way better because I have enough space for a second one of these tables now. Should I use another tree? How many? Oh, that's kind of good though, isn't it? If we put it like way in the corner, it sort of hides that bush that I don't like. I really barely ever use these pink trees. I don't think I like them very much most of the time. I don't really have a reason. I don't know. It's hard, I guess, to fit in bright pink trees into most of your builds. So actually, I feel like it's kind of nice to use it in this one because when else? Like, when else am I going to get a chance to use bright pink trees literally everywhere? This is just not the kind of opportunity that arises every single day, so I'm going to take it. The other thing I don't like from this pack are these little bushes. I don't know why. I've just never... I think they're really weird flowers. I don't like to use them. I guess I'll use them here because I need more variety to fill this all in, but I'll tell you, I don't like them. They're not my favorite. Wow, this is like so busy. When you look at it from the top down, it's like almost kind of scary looking. I'm just gonna keep going because once we have it finished up with terrain paint and stuff, it will look a lot better. We just have to like get to that point. I also wanted to add in like a statue or 2 in a couple locations. I feel like this statue might be good here on this side by the tree. It does come in darker colors. I might keep it in the light color though. And then we had this statue, which maybe I'll use in this corner. There are some base game ones as well because we have like this. Oh, we could use these. Really screaming romantic garden with these tombstones, huh? No, but the base game does have at least a couple things that might work, like this little ballerina statue. They don't really match the ones from romantic garden that well. Like the colors are way different. But if they're far enough apart from each other, it won't be as obvious. Yeah, I really feel like a couple of these flowers just look so alien at times. I don't really know how to describe it other than by calling it alien, but there is just something alien about these flowers. And then also this one in a couple of swatches, like this one with the purple stems. Alien. You get what I mean, right? Oh my god, I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed just looking at all the flowers that I've placed. I think I might have gone too far. I guess we have no choice but to just continue. I think I like these little guys. These are these weird like gatherings of garden stones. I kind of want to just put those down in a couple places. I've piled a lot of stuff together inside of this area, which I didn't really want to do. This will be so cute somewhere in a corner, like maybe over here. We do have an actual wedding arch. The only thing is the colors don't really match what I'm going for. And then like, what do? Stick the wedding arch inside of the beautiful archway? What if we didn't put a wedding arch? What if you had to have your Sims come here and just like click on the ground to get married? No, that's terrible. I shouldn't do that. I won't actually do that. But what if you had to like add in the wedding arch yourself and DIY it so that I can pretend that this is a wedding arch? I think that's my issue. I would just prefer to have one of these, like a custom arch, instead of one of the base game wedding arches, because I just prefer how this looks so much more. Can I bring myself to use these little flowers? These are my least favorite ones. I don't want them front and center where I'm gonna have the wedding arch. Don't put yourself through that, Kayla. Don't put your least favorites right in the front. That is a terrible idea. I'll still use them, but I'll, you know, put them in the side, put them in the corner, just get them slightly out of the way. I am once again wondering to myself if I maybe have too much going on over here. I think putting some regular bushes, like some just plain green ones, might be good to help space it out a little bit better. You can hide some of these little guys in there too. Well, honestly, you could even size that up again. Shove that in the corner. Okay. Oh, too far. Is that pretty? That's a nice angle. It is beautiful to look at it from there. I think that the wishing well over here underneath the tree is a better spot for it. And we'll do it in kind of this gray and light wood color. That way it's not just so obviously like out and about in the corner like I had it before. And then I guess maybe I'll get 3 little benches lined up so that you can watch the wedding. Oh, wouldn't it be cute to have something like this? What if I had an extra like secondary square? I'm also finding myself really wishing that I could line these up more closely underneath this thing. I don't really really want to see it underneath the grass. It is doable. We can try and place like quarter tiles there so it kind of angles inward. Well, now it doesn't count as having outside patio chairs because I deleted it. Okay, none of the outside patio chairs are good, by the way. I'll probably use them over here so I can have them with the chess tables. So that kind of covers part of it because at least we have the chess tables there. I still need to have benches and I really do like these. Honestly, just putting some benches kind of around on the park wouldn't be that bad. Even if I didn't end up decorating it as a wedding venue, like it would still be cute just to have some benches out, but it's better to have it be a wedding venue, isn't it? That's what the people want. Unless, I mean, is this a good spot for elopement then instead of having a wedding party? Because it doesn't have anything good for a wedding party. Like you don't have space for food, you don't have space for dancing. This is a good spot just to get married with only your Sims though. So maybe we could try and build it out to not be like a proper wedding venue. And we aim for more like private elopement gardens instead. Because that is kind of what the vibe of this place is right now. We haven't built out any other useful wedding things. Right now I'm digging through debug because I'm looking to try and find, there's like this little tiny, here we go. This little tiny item. This looks kind of like a little tiny stone. And what I want to do is line this pathway with the little tiny stone. This is going to take a lot of effort for probably very little reward. Like this is almost definitely not worth doing. But imagine how cool it'll be to have this cute little stone lined walkway. And I'll just get it surrounding these parts. Oh my God. Oh, stupid Kayla, stupid. I have to scroll back and find it again. I clicked off of it and now I have to go back. The problem with debug is you can't use the eyedropper tool on it. I always try to remember that it's nearby to these like kids books in debug. That's how I look for it. So if you're ever trying to find this item and you're using your debug cheats, look for these kids books and these little blocks because it's right next to it. You can also get mods to organize debug better and like use mods so that you can eyedropper tool debug items. I don't have many mods in my game right now, so I don't have those. So I'm doing the best that I can with these vanilla tools instead. That is angling downward. I don't want that. Okay, I'm gonna finish this and then come back because you do not need to watch me do all of this. Okay, that only took me a few minutes, but I once spent literally an hour doing that on my Twitch stream because I was trying to line all of the flower boxes around my build. So I spent so long on it. I'm kind of trying to decide if I should do this over here on these little sections because I think it would look nice, but I'm worried that if I do that, the Sims won't be able to walk on top of it. And obviously I want them to be able to get through. So maybe I'll do that last if we end up deciding we want it to be there. I'm okay with it here because they can just come around this way if they need to get over here, but I'm worried about like the Sims not being smart. I might get a couple more little benches around the sides, but use this smaller one. Maybe I put some of these topiaries out next to the bushes. I don't know. I really can't tell if I'm doing too much. I'm also really considering putting an observatory out here, but I know I probably should have built this differently if I wanted to have an observatory because you can't just like stick it somewhere random. I want to just put it in the corner just to like have one because I have this desire for my Sims to go in there and woohoo, but I probably should have built stuff around it better. Like, to be honest, if you put the observatory like right here and we have this be the reason that we have this little like central part, that's not even that weird. Then it becomes a park on purpose for the observatory and you can woohoo in there. But no one wants to get married in this area. So maybe I won't do that. Maybe if you decide to play on this lot, you can know that you can swap this out for the observatory when it becomes time to woohoo. Just know that that option, it is available to you, okay? Maybe I'll put a telescope though. Then you can always die out here if you wanted to. That is such a way to describe this. I just sort of mean that if you want your Sims to get struck by a meteor, you could always come here and do it here. I'm just trying to provide an array of services for you and your Sims as I'm building this, okay? I want to make sure you've got options. I think these little tiny garden stones are kind of a nice touch. I don't really ever use these in my normal builds, but they kind of work for this sort of style of a building. And my new big issue right now is just that it's going to be really dark at nighttime. So I guess I should go through and add in a bunch of little lights around the place. I'll get them on either side of all these important walkways so you can actually see when your Sims are coming in. Maybe I'll place a couple down in these bushes. I kind of wish it was easier to put them here in the middle, but I don't know what to do with them there. I also don't know what to add in the middle. And then over here, this is kind of a bit of empty space. We could always have a garden. Now that I think about it, this is literally a romantic garden. So it wouldn't be bad if we put in some garden planter boxes out here. I don't know if it's weird to have 4 trees in the 4 corners, but I kind of want to have another one of the pink trees over here just to help split it up. Or I could put it more central like that. Is that better? Oh no. Still in the 4 corners. Maybe that that's nicer, so it's not just shoved out in the corner. And it helps to give some separation for our planter boxes. Can I get 4? Let's do 4. I put a bunch of flowers down just as placeholders, and I'll bring a sim here so I can plant them, because then you can actually use these. And now I'm just thinking that as our last order of business, I might just put a couple more benches out, like across from this in these corners. I don't know, that might be all of the landscaping that we need. I'm worried about doing too much. I'm worried about putting like too many more flowers and then have it being kind of overwhelmingly busy. It already is, so I'm worried about doing too much. I just don't know where the line is. Let me get some terrain paint now. And we can even use a couple of these like kind of pretty ones. Like that one has some pretty pink flowers in it, so it's a good way to fill up some of this open area. Maybe do it a bit lighter though. Don't put it everywhere. I'm just thinking I'll put it in like a couple places, I guess. I never use that terrain paint either. And then mostly I just want to do dirt terrain paint. So we'll get that placed underneath all of the bushes and everything, which is a lot. There are a lot of bushes for us to place this under. This is kind of fun. I don't often build parks in this game. Obviously, I mostly just build houses, as you've seen from my YouTube videos. So it's a fun little challenge to try and build something else, and also to try and use a pack in a way that I don't normally, because most times I use this landscaping for like cottagey builds. I don't really very often use this landscaping stuff to build parks or anything. And you all know I don't normally build stuff that is super lush and overgrown like this. And I never, ever, ever, ever use most of this romantic garden stuff furniture, like this bush that I keep complaining about. And a lot of the like lawn ornaments or statues or whatever, I don't really use those all that often either. Let me just get a little bit of dirt underneath there. And then I think that's all of the terrain paint I wanted to do. Oh dear, this bench is in the tree. That's my bad, sorry. Okay, now I think we should be good. Now I think it's fixed. Last, I'm gonna bring that sim back, because I need her help for a second. Ooh, it looks cool from Managed Worlds. Okay, let me bring, oh, Dennis, it's gonna be you. Dennis, I need you to plant every single one of these quick. I put a lot of the really good flowers, like I've got a death flower even. So if you wanted to come here and then have your sims grab those things, it might be a little bit cheaty, but a lot of these flowers take a lot more effort normally to get in game, because you have to do some splicing and stuff, but I just put them all here, because then you can use them more easily. And now that he's watered them, I'm gonna set the gardening state to be blossoming on all of these. Ew. Death flowers are ugly. That looks terrible right there. All right, we've got a bunch of flowers all kind of laid out over here in the corner. I wonder if it would be weird if I put any other little gardening items. I guess like snapping a garden hose to the fence probably makes no sense, but I might just put a couple extra things just for fun. I may also hide a little bunny, because why not? And then I'll call it done. Let's say it's done. Okay, Dennis, wait, can you stand here? Can you get on top of those? Go here, go here. Oh, I don't know if it's because of these little guys. I think he can't step over these little guys. Okay, so I won't add more of them. I was thinking about putting those over on the sides, but I don't want to mess up their pathing, so I won't do that. And I will stick this, oh, look, people are playing with it. That's so cute. Okay, I will stick this on the gallery real quick. Whoa, it looks kind of cool from the gallery. I'm just gonna call it Romantic Garden Park. It's 1 bathroom. I put it on the gallery for you if you want to download it, and make sure you go and grab the pack while it's free. There is no harm in getting it. Even if you don't play The Sims on your computer, I'd urge you to like make an EA account and just claim it in your library, because who knows, what if someday you do get a computer and you want to play it then? You may as well just grab it, because once you get it now, you're buying it, so you'll have it forever, and it just costs you $0 to do. And get My First Pet stuff too. They are both free on the EA app. This one is the only one that's free on console. I don't know why, but for the most part, they're free. So just check and grab them. Don't forget, you have until like January 9th to do so, but don't put it off, because then what if you forget and you miss out? So just go do it now, okay? I'm sorry, I'm like really being pushy, but I don't want you to miss it. And I think on that note, I'm gonna end this video right here. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know if I should do more weird little community lots at times, because it's kind of fun to do. I don't really often do stuff like this. Make sure you're subscribed, because I've got a lot of fun content coming this weekend, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody. This really is like a little Christmas gift from the Sims team, isn't it? 2 free packs, 2 of them.